The weatherhead is up on the mast pipe. I hope to code. Now I have to cut these conductors and drop them in these lugs. I've already measured them. I want about 1 inch of wire in the lugs. It's just going to be a trick cutting them in this box because I have to cut them short. And you may be wondering, if I'm putting in electricity, where am I getting electricity from? There's a lot of magic that happens in these mountains. You don't hear a generator either, do you? All right, let's see if I can cut this neat without hurting anybody or making it ugly. Whoa, that feels good. It's a lot of vibration. One down. I wish I had something to vice it with, because these are a little closer tolerance. See if I can get this one on the other side. If I get up here closer, I can keep it vibrating less. Oh, how about that? Lost my tool. I'll put that in my pocket. All right, one more. A lot of metal shavings in here. I'll have to clean this out real good. Don't want metal shavings bouncing around with electricity, I guess. Tight tolerances in here. It locks on here if you hold this down and push this button, which I must have inadvertently done. I actually thought about locking it on and holding it from here and doing it, which might have been more stable, but it's cut. Let's strip these and see if I can get them in the lugs. Before I strip these wires down, I'm going to remove these lugs. Oh shoot, it went flying across the road. Holy mackerel. What was that all about? That was weird. How did that even work? Oh, this slides in here. That's just strange that it popped out like that. Oh, I guess because it wasn't even tightened. So I guess I could take this out and just move this screw all the way back. All right. And then see if I can force my wire in there. I like these better. I think these, if I can get it out, it's in there pretty tight. And I don't have a lot of, there it goes. Oh, so these are the same thing. These slide out. I've seen them where it's kind of, you can put the lug in. So you can drop your wire in there and there's like a hinge and you put the lug in and it's kind of snaps back in, because otherwise it's hard to get that wire to go in there. And these wires will need to be greased with an anti-oxidation protection, I guess, whatever you want to call it, grease. I'm going to put this in here. And that is to, because these are aluminum wires, they'll oxidize. And so you don't want oxidation to occur, because it'll allow arcing between the oxidation and the clamp and the wire, and that's how you get arcs and fires and shorts. All right, so I'm going to see if I can get these in here. First I got to go get my anti-ox gel or grease or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to try stripping these one at a time. 1 inch back. Just run a cut around 1 inch. I guess you kind of want to score it. You don't want to cut into that aluminum wire. And then run a cut down here. I'll tell you what, I'm glad to wear gloves because this box is a knuckle breaker. You bang your hands and there's sharp stuff, including this knife. How am I going to get this off of here? I think that's why I brought these. For lack of lineman's pliers, I have channel locks. So now you know what to get me for Christmas. A nice set of lineman's pliers. By then I'll be done with most of my electrical, I hope. If I can get this started. It's tough sheathing on here. I guess it has to be, right? There we go. Look at that. How purty. So as you can see, these wires are all very difficult to move because they're so thick. So I don't know how I'm going to get this in that hole. I don't know if I could put it in and then I won't be able to. Oh yeah, I will be able to do that. All right. And I think the inspector doesn't want to see the insulation going into the lug. So I'm going to go for this. Take my gloves off. Got a little bit of that burgundy pentrox, they're calling it. Burndy, not burgundy. And put a good bunch on here. That could have been a better applicator. I think I'm going to have to cut that a little better, at least for the next run. I could have put rubber gloves on and just fingered it. This will work. Double dab all this stuff on here. Get it all over the place. I think that's sufficient. I got to save this because I need this for 4 lugs, or 4 wires. I'm going to put my gloves back on so I don't bust a knuckle. You know, these baby guitar hands here, I got to take care of them. All right, what am I doing here? Stick that puppy in there. As such, drop this in here. Come on. There it is. And get the insulation out and then run this lug in. I hope I have enough wire in there. I don't know if he's going to want to see it through the back side. Shoot, I think I need to take more casing off. I'm going to push it down more because it's riding up as I screw it in. All right, I guess my neutral's in. I think it wants to be longer. Doing these projects, especially for the first time, there's always some kind of contingency. So I finally got my 3 wires in here proper. I didn't film it all because it took a lot of like little of this and a little of that. So I'm about to knock out my first knockout for the first time. I did watch a YouTube video on this once, so I hope I don't mess it up. But I gotta go get my pliers. This is probably easier on the table, and I wanted to do this all on the table. But you know, you make a plan and things work out differently. I was going to lay this all out on the table and piece it together and then put it on the wall. But when I started measuring the spaces for these brackets, once I started putting them in, I'm like, I'm not taking these back out. All right, I got to go get my pliers. So I don't want to mess this up. There's no turning back. just like they did it on YouTube. This should not twist out. I think it's easier if I punch them going out of the box than going into the box, because now I don't have a lot of room to work. This is crazy. Bong! Boy, it sure seemed easier on YouTube. These welds are supposed to just pop. Maybe I need a bigger screwdriver. There it goes. Well, it's ugly, but this is the one I want to come out. I certainly don't want to break the next one, because then I'll be kind of out of luck. Some tough welds. This isn't going as swimmingly as I saw it on a couple instructional videos. The weld's not breaking. I almost want to go in there with a little hacksaw. Wow, what a butcher job this is. I guess this is where a good pair of lineman's pliers come in instead of using needle nose. Alright, I got that one busted off. And after I get this one busted off, I can twist the rest out. I'm buying a pair of lineman's pliers soon. But like I said earlier, I'll already be done with my project by the time I get them. Let's try these bigger pliers. Holy mackerel. I am starting to disturb the outer rings, and I don't want to do that. Because I got, well, actually I do. I got one more ring to come out after that. Let me make sure here. Yeah, for a 2-inch grommet or conduit, I need to get one more ring out. So let's work on that. punch these out. This could be the YouTube video on how not to do this. But you know, it'll happen. One thing I got is time. Boy, is this ugly. Now there's one more ring. I gotta make sure I'm... Yep, I gotta go even one more ring more than this. Holy mackerel. I'm gonna try to pop this out so I'm not trying to bend it from the inside. I gotta double check. I don't want to pop a ring out that I'm not supposed to pop out. Yeah, that's correct. Now I got to be careful. There's one more ring on here I don't want to pop off. Ow! That's what wear the gloves for. That would hurt a lot more without gloves. I'm going to show you how ugly this is. Shadow everywhere. That's ugly. I'm gonna put the camera down and wrestle this out. That was really ugly, but I got it out of there. That's what it looks like. Next best thing to lineman pliers, I guess. Channel locks. So this nipple's gonna go in here, and I gotta run my wires out and get my breaker panel in here, and that's gonna be tough because I got some tough turns to do in here to come into my box, so I got to figure all that out. And as John Wayne would say, we're burning daylight.